Hey, this is Trevor Martin, and this is my visual aid for my project. So first things first, you gotta get the game in order to do this. Next, you're gonna need to play this class called Recruit, but you'll have to do that when you get the game because I don't have him as a character. Once you play Recruit for a while, you're gonna want to buy this operator named FUZE. He's an attacking 3 armor 1 speed operator. Next things next, I'll introduce you to his guns. He has 3. He has an assault rifle called an AK-12. Basically, an AK-12 has moderate damage, high fire rate, and a 30 round ammo capacity. And it has medium to low range, and it has good accuracy too. Accuracy is how accurate a gun is. And fire rate is high, as I said, and fire rate is how fast your gun shoots. So yeah. Now, that's basically all his assault rifle does. Next is his 6P41 LMG, which means light machine gun. This is accurate, and it doesn't have as high as a fire rate, but it has more damage, and it has a larger ammo capacity. And it is short to medium range, but you can use it for long range encounters. So that's all his light machine gun does. Last but not least is his ballistic shield. His ballistic shield does no damage at all. It's not even that mobile. It makes you slower. And when you use a mobile shield, you have to crouch, and it blocks bullets, but when they shoot you too much in the glass part, the glass will break and they'll shoot you in your head, and yeah, you're dead. So next, and you have to crouch whenever in an encounter, so then they can't shoot your feet. And when running it, you have to use one of these 2 primaries. I use the PMN, but again, back to these guns, I use the AK-12, but you can use any gun you want. I use the PMN with the pistols, but you can use anything you want. Now, here's his handguns. This is high damage for a handgun, semi-automatic, and it has pretty okay accuracy, but short range. So how to use a handgun, don't run around and just use it by itself. What you're going to want to do is whenever you are in an encounter and run out of ammo with your primary, that's when you use your secondary. But I'm not saying if you waste all your ammo and don't even hit the enemy, then pull out your secondary. I'm saying if you hit the enemy a couple times and run out of ammo, then pull your secondary out. And since it's semi-automatic, you're going to want to tap the trigger button as fast as possible to kill the enemy. And that's basically how a pistol is used. Next is the GSH-18, or otherwise known as the GISH. It has lower damage but higher ammo capacity. Basically same perks as the other one, except low damage, but you have more rounds to basically use. And it's also short range. Next is his equipment. His first thing is a smoke grenade. And basically what you're going to want to use this for, if you use it, I'm saying use the breach charge, but if you want to use a smoke, use it. It's just not very good. Because basically if you're in an encounter and you don't want to be in an encounter, it's good to use. Or if you're trying to block the enemy from seeing you and you're trying to help your team out. Yeah, but there's always that small chance that the enemy could hit you. So, because if you do throw the smoke grenade, it's like getting flashbanged in. Basically what flashbang is a grenade that blinds you and makes you lose your hearing. And when you get hit by one of those, you either run around like a crazy person, or you shoot bullets everywhere. So yeah, same thing with this, except you can hear still, but you can't really see. So if you do toss this, I would run immediately, because the enemy will start spraying bullets at immediately in front of where the smoke is thrown. So now that the smoke's out of the way, now to the breach charge. This is what you're gonna want to use. A breach charge is something you can place on boarded up windows, boarded up doorways, place it on walls. You can place it on hatches. The possibilities are endless with this thing. And when triggered, it blows up. I think you're supplied with 2 of these or 1. I don't really know. So yeah, that's his weapons. And I'll show you as a special ability in this. So now that we got that over, now I'm gonna show you a demonstration of what his weapons can do and stuff. I'm not gonna be able to show you the killing of the enemies. I'm just gonna show you how his guns look like when shooting and what I explained to you. Now I'm gonna be using the AK-12 and the PMM with the breach charges, but again, you can run whatever you want. I don't care. Just because I told you what I use doesn't mean that it will work for you, because everybody's different in gaming. So now that I have FUZE, first things first is his weapons. Now this is his primary weapon. So I'm just gonna pretend this barrel right here is an enemy. So basically this is what I mean by the AK-12. This is basically how it fires itself. Very quick. Now, when you run out of ammo like that, don't waste your time to reload. Quickly whip out your secondary and just do that. That's basically all his guns are right there. Next is we're gonna have to walk up to a building, and I'll show you what his abilities do. I'm gonna make this quick so you don't have to spend an eternity like waiting for me to reach here. So basically, this is what the breach charge does. First, let me make sure there's no enemies in here. I'm just gonna toss a drone real quick. There's no enemies. Okay, so now I can show you this. First things first, this is the breach charge. See, so as you see, let me show you with the drone again. See how this wall right here doesn't have another sign? So like, it's just a boarded up wall. So this is basically where the breach charges specializes in, because you're not getting in through that thing, and so your best bet's to do this. So you may be like, oh, well that doesn't look too big, so how's that gonna break that? This is what you're going to do. And when you're doing a breach charge, never stand anywhere near it. Don't even stand right here. You're going to want to stand back away from it, or like right here. That is what the breach charge does. Next is this. I'm going to have to quickly do this because I alerted the people. This thing just launches a bunch of little grenades in the room that look like hockey pucks and explode. Now, I can't really show you visual presentation of what it looks like on the inside, but just imagine 8 little hockey pucks that are explosive running at you. I'll do it one more time to show you. Yeah. And that's basically all FUZE is good for. And thank you for this.